Guys! Guys! You guys! This isn't a drill, guys! I'm having another panic attack, guys! 2017's probably gonna have, like, the best crossovers ever. It's already been announced that, of course, we have DC and Boom Studios teaming up for Justice League and Power Rangers crossover. We've got several more crossovers under the belt as well. But now, Dark Horse and IDW have announced probably a crossover I have wanted for like years. I was about to say decades. I'm not that old. Yeah, guys, dudes, ladies and gentlemen, Star Trek The Next Generation is crossing over with Aliens. Holy shit! Holy fucking shit, guys! What? Oh my god! Did you ever think this was gonna happen? Like, seriously! I mean, wow! That's a crossover I never thought was actually gonna happen in, story-wise. I thought that was never going to be a thing. Honestly, I never thought for 1 second, hey, is Fox going to be like, hey, how about we do a crossover with Aliens? And to do it with TNG, that's an interesting one. I've wanted an Aliens crossover with Star Trek for the longest time, but I've always thought, like, if they did do that, I thought they would go with, like, the original series, or to make it updated, it would be, the Abrams universe. I thought it would be, if anything, I thought it would be the Abrams universe. But no, I find it really interesting that they're going with TNG, The Next Generation. Yeah, that blew my mind. Now, I'm a huge TNG fan, and to have it cross over with a franchise that I absolutely love, my heart has just literally, like, stopped. It is literally, like, just went, wait, what? It's kind of like when I heard the news that, Justice League and Power Rangers were crossing over. I was like, wait, you fucking serious? Oh my god, it's real! It's real! Yeah, we're gonna get some amazing crossovers next year. Like I said, we're getting that, we're getting a few others. Just damn. I know next year we're starting the second Star Trek Green Lantern crossover, and I know I'm forgetting one, because I know in January we're getting the Power Rangers, Justice League crossover, but I know there's one in February, and I can't believe I'm forgetting it. And I know there's one coming in February, and it's totally spaced out of my mind. Oh yeah, it's the Green Lantern Planet of the Apes crossover. Yeah, there's another one, Green Lantern and Planet of the Apes. That's the one coming in February. Guys, we are going to be locked and loaded for crossovers this year, and I have a feeling they're just going to get more and more crazier, and I'm going to love it. Oh my god, Aliens. Now, let me stop fangasming for a moment, because I was just like, oh my god, this is real. Aliens and Star Trek TNG. Hell yes, first off. Now, the big thing is, how are you going to do this? Now, the big thing about what I find interesting about Alien is that you could probably stick the xenomorph anywhere and it would work, because you could say, oh, they were brought here in such and such. And there are so many, and it kind of works in the Star Trek universe, because when you really think about it, when you really get down to the nitty-gritty of the Star Trek universe, there is a lot of undiscovered life in there. There is a lot of undiscovered life forms out there, and you could easily say that the xenomorphs, at least in this universe, because I know in the Aliens universe there are colonial marines, and it's not really there's no real federation, but really, you could have the xenomorphs here, and maybe have, in a weird way, like, at some point there was the colonial marine, the whole big business ruled the world or something like that, because it's not too far off in the future, at least if I remember right. But yeah, or you could say that or you really don't need an explanation for the xenomorphs being there. You don't really need to do the whole dimension hopping things with there. They didn't need to do that with the Aliens DC crossovers. Yeah, and trust me, there was a fuck ton of those. So you don't need to do that. You just need to have the xenomorphs there. You just need the xenomorphs in that little in their little homes, and then, something happens. Maybe what's probably going to happen is one of two things of how this. The news article I read just said that, hey, this is happening. Get hyped. That was literally the extent of the news article. There could be another news article out there going further into detail about this whole crossover. But from what I read, it's just going to be aliens and Star Trek TNG are crossing over. Get hyped! That was kind of the whole extent of it, and trust me, it did its job. But yeah, let's talk about one of two ways it's probably going to go. Is that the Enterprise is either going to find a derelict ship with the xenomorphs on board, or at least the eggs, or a colony is going to be, a newfound colony is going to be under attack, and they're either going to think, oh, it's the Romulans, or the Cardassians, or even the Borg. That's probably what it will be, is either a colony has gone missing, or it's a derelict ship they found. Either one is probably going to be it. But there could be other explanations, too. There could easily be other explanations for this occurrence, well, occurring. What else did I want to say about this? What I think is really cool is, again, it's a really interesting pick to go with TNG, first and foremost, with with crossing over Alien, because again, you would think they would have gone with the more action-packed, and not to say TNG is an action-packed, but it's more, definitely you could see Gene Roddenberry wanted to make Next Generation to be a little more philosophical, and focus a little more on that. Not to say he didn't in, the original series, but it felt more like, yeah, Jean-Luc Picard is a more act first and action later. That's why we had Riker and, Worf. So, yeah, I find it, because again, you would think, yeah, Kirk fighting xenomorphs with Spock and McCoy at his side. That would work. And again, you'd think that would have been they could have done the Abrams universe as well in that same regard. Of having that, but no, they're going with that. But yeah, Worf and Data and Riker fighting aliens. Yeah, I'm on board with that. I can get behind that. Now, as much as I don't like the idea of the xenomorph design being changed, I gotta be honest, guys. I want to see what happens when a xenomorph is like it's hatched from a Klingon. I want to see a Klingon xenomorph hybrid. I kinda really want to see that. As much as I don't like the xenomorph designs being changed, I kind of like the idea of a Klingon xenomorph hybrid, because I want to see what the skull structure would be like, or something to that degree. Would it be bulkier in design? I don't know. What I don't want to see is like an assimilated xenomorph. I don't think. Yeah, the Borg the Borg are good enough, and yeah, I don't think I needed an assimilated xenomorph. I really don't. But yeah, just out of morbid curiosity, I want to see a Klingon xenomorph hybrid. But I want to see, because this is going to be a very horror-centric. Apparently, yeah, they want to focus on the horror-centric story of Alien and mix it in with Star Trek. But yeah, having Picard scared out of his mind against xenomorphs, probably on the Enterprise. Could you imagine that? Xenomorphs running around on the Enterprise and, killing some red shirts or something to that degree. Yeah. This is going to be a lot of fun. Again, I find it really interesting that we're going with TNG instead of having Kirk fight aliens, because that's what I would have gone with, honestly. I'd have gone with Kirk, even though I'm the bigger TNG fan, but I can roll with this. I can honestly roll with this. There's so many, again, the two biggest ways that it's probably going to be Enterprise finding a dead colony or derelict ship, but it could go other ways too. It could easily go in other directions as well. So I'm of course really hyped for this. Because again, I thought Fox wouldn't be cool with it. Fox and Paramount would not get along, respectively. But no, I guess if Fox can get along with BBC, with Fox can get along. Paramount can get along with BBC to do the Doctor Who crossover. I guess they can get along with Fox to do that. Anyway, so you guys tell me, what do you guys think of aliens crossing over with Star Trek The Next Generation? Do you guys like it? Do you guys hate it? What do you want to see the xenomorphs encounter in here, and what are you most excited about for this? And do you want to see like a xenomorph hybrid of one of the alien races of the Star Trek TNG universe? Just comment below, let me know, and once again, hope you all enjoyed this, and I will see you guys later.